India's plan to counter both China and Pakistan on two-front war by Make Indian Rocket Force IRF, which will make India a very dangerous country to mess with in future. Let's dive more deeply into India's plan for the Indian Rocket Force, but before that don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Let's begin. In September 2021, India's Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat, stated that India was looking to set up a rocket force of its own. This announcement was in many ways a belated recognition of a stark asymmetry that currently exists in the China-India military balance. The People's Liberation Army Rocket Force, PLARF, has the ability to mount a major conventional missile strike campaign against critical Indian military and civilian targets, with New Delhi's response options being limited in comparison. Such a missile strike campaign could inflict tremendous pain while remaining below the nuclear threshold. Naturally, the long standoff between Indian and Chinese forces along the line of actual control that began in summer 2020 has catalyzed New Delhi's intention to appreciably reduce, if not remove, this asymmetry. In general, it is reflective of a worldwide trend toward exploiting strategic standoff strike opportunities against enemy centers of gravity, such as command and control posts, air defense sensors and sites, force concentrations, staging areas, and logistics nodes presented by relatively hard-to-intercept ground-launched vectors. Even though the technology is not a constraint to building up a rocket force, debates about an eventual Indian rocket force composition in terms of the mix of vectors and the size of its inventory across categories are still active. In terms of the mix, there will be a question as to whether rocket artillery systems capable of prosecuting targets at the outer limits of operational ranges, less than 300 kilometers in the Indian military's conception of things, should be put under its control. Also, a section of the bureaucracy remains skeptical about investing beyond a point in what it sees as fixed assets, vectors that it believes can only ever be used in a major war, as opposed to fighter aircraft or main battle tanks. Indeed, it is precisely this outlook that has to date served to keep India's ballistic missile inventory limited, with existing ballistic missiles having a nuclear role only. With a mature Indian rocket force in place, India's adversaries will naturally start worrying about whether New Delhi would be in a position to implement a conventional counterforce mission against their nuclear forces. Such worries will probably be particularly acute in the minds of Pakistani planners. As such, there is a growing need for India, China, and Pakistan to engage in dialogue to reduce the risks that the standoff era will bring forth. India, it seems, wants to do this from a position of strength by standing up a credible Indian rocket force IRF. If you enjoy our videos, let us know in the comments below. The World Report team really enjoyed making this video, so if you think we've earned it, leave us a like and consider subscribing. It really helps grow this channel, and as always, see you in the next video.